Hello, everyone. Welcome in. Welcome to episode 13 of the Mustache Ride podcast. Today is June 18th, Saturday night, June 18th. And I'm Sherman Cool. You can catch me live at twitch.tv/ShermanCool. And this is my wonderful co-host, The Dirty Tooth.
And you can catch me at twitch.tv/The Dirty Tooth with 3 Ys.
Always 3. Don't forget it.
Thought about changing it the other day, but I didn't.
No.
I thought about it.
Well, I'm glad you didn't.
Somebody was complaining about it. They were like, 3 Ys? Blocked
Okay,
them.
well, to be honest, it does bug me when somebody's like, "Oh yeah, look me up. I'm boy underscore wonder underscore 2 underscore 00 under." Like, dude, if you want me to look you up, make it easy.
I don't have any underscores, so that's good.
Yeah, that's good. 3 Ys, that's easy.
Yeah.
Anyway, we record this show twice a month, Saturday nights, every other Saturday, and then on the opposite Saturdays, we post the video to YouTube. Tonight, I'm planning on getting this thing uploaded tonight or by tomorrow morning, basically. So that's exciting. Look forward to that because we have a lot of super relevant things to talk about tonight, super hype announcements, a whole bunch of stuff. And this isn't a news show or anything, but we have a lot of news to go through tonight. A lot of stuff that we are passionate about and that we want to see and share with you guys. But before we do that, we're going to be getting into our very first segment, one of our favorite segments of the show, a little segment we like to call, Do They Rock It or Do We Knock It? So for this segment, we bring together video game characters from all walks of life, and we slap a big fat mustache on their face, and we let you, the chat, you, the YouTube commenters, viewers, vote and let us know what you think of it, if they rock it or if we should knock it. And so let's go ahead and just get into the first one, Tooth.
Yeah, heck yeah.
Without further ado.
And make sure you type in chat if they rock it. Type in rock it. If they, if it looks like garbage, just type the... Don't type it looks like garbage. Type knock it, obviously.
Don't sugarcoat it. We want to hear from you guys. So if you're in chat, like Icewing Drake, Saf's Gaming World, like they are, then definitely let us know your thoughts. So here's number one.
Number one. We got some juicy ones tonight. They're really good, I think.
We do.
All right. So number one, we got the Knight from Hollow Knight.
Hollow Knight guy.
Yeah, Hollow Knight dude.
Does he have a name? I think I asked you this before. Does he have a name, or is this his name?
I looked it up and it says the Knight, and I wonder if there's some lore that like has his name or something. But I thought with Silk Song coming out, like he needed a mustache.
Silk, I think that Silk is that one's name.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure. And so this guy, he's just Knight dude. I like it, like Doom guy.
Yeah, Doom guy. Yeah.
Nice. So it looks like. I totally agree with chat. He rocks it. That should be there from the get-go. Maybe a little darker, like pure black.
Yeah.
But also like nobody's hair is pure black but Dirty Tooth's. So
true.
I don't know.
Yeah. I was like toying around with like the purple hue. I was like, maybe he like dyes his mustache to match his outfit.
Or his power. Is kind of it shapes the color and okay.
That's what gives him his ultimate jump ability is like the mustache.
Ooh,
so
that's a whole game. That's a whole game right there.
Yeah, it's in development. Copyrighted. It's in development. Don't think about making it.
Don't even think about it.
Yeah, Midnight Game Studios. Stay out of here. I know you want it, but all right. Nope. And they rock. Like he rocks it.
Right.
Yeah, if the price is right. Yeah. So he rocks it then.
Yeah. Congratulations, Mr. Night Boy.
You get to keep your stash until YouTube knocks it, maybe.
Maybe. You never know what they'll say.
Probably not, though. Number 2. This is a good one.
All right. I forget which order they're in, so I don't even know.
This is a good one.
Okay.
So we got Hideo Kojima.
Yes.
Not a video game character per se.
No.
But like,
yeah.
I don't know if he's ever like. Yeah, I don't know if he's been a video game character.
Industry veteran. front man for Kojima Productions. He's the creator behind Solid Snake, Metal Gear Solid, all that good stuff. Death Stranding, and he's pretty much a beast. He's a legend in the video game industry. And so I saw him in the Xbox Bethesda showcase, and I was like, Tooth, that face needs a stash. It needs it.
And it does.
So here we are. Man behind Silent Hill, yeah. Looks like we got a Roxit. I think Zombie. I think that's a Roxit.
Yeah, I think
Zombie.
So. Yeah.
What do you think?
One thing that I will say when when we're putting these together is that it's so hard to not find a stash that's like this.
Oh yeah.
I know that neither of us have one like this.
Mm-hmm.
And ours looks like our mustaches look good.
You're telling me,
but
I agree.
But when I try, when we try to Photoshop like our stash on them, it just doesn't fit their faces,
Yeah,
but
it makes you wonder what kind of stash they would grow if they naturally did it. If we didn't just surgically put a stash on their face, I wonder if
surgically. I like that.
What it would look like. Yeah, it's a little
slice. Maybe we'll email this out to him and be like, listen, if this is the wrong stash for you, let us know.
Food for thought. Grow your stash out.
Yeah, true.
Think about it.
Think about it.
Yeah, if you're looks watching. Like a unanimous Roxit though from the chat. I
Obviously.
Totally agree.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree too.
Congratulations, you have a mustache pass. Come on the show, redeem your mustache pass, and then go on to grow it.
Yeah, feel free. Absolutely.
Yeah. Number three. All right.
3. Ooh. Junker Queen. So this is Overwatch. This is Overwatch's newest hero. Overwatch 2 coming out later this year. And I think we were talking about it a little bit, but the little soul patch is an addition that we don't normally do.
Right.
But you can't argue with this, in my opinion.
In my opinion, I don't think that she would look good with just the stash.
No.
I don't know how much the soul patch really helps for it. I think it looks good together, those two pieces, but on her face, I just don't know if I buy it.
Don't buy the stash on it?
I think for this one specifically, you should have taken a picture of your own stash, photoshopped it out, and put it on her. Because I think that might have looked good on her face.
Maybe.
Maybe
we'll do a special segment where we take high definition pictures of our mustaches and we'll put it on there.
Create those assets for the future.
Yeah.
So we can use them anytime.
Well,
that's not a bad idea.
It's going to be a knock it. I say you couldn't argue with it. Everybody argued with it.
Wow.
And said knocked it. So
I'm sorry, Tooth. I'm sorry.
All right. I'm holding out for you.
Have you ever thought of growing a little patchy poo?
I grew this mustache. Exactly.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know, I can't show you quickly, but
no, that's okay.
But
I think that's the kind of thing. It should be a goal. We reach some sort of arbitrary goal, and then we show the people.
Yeah, we'll show the picture
of Tooth's handlebar mustache and goatee soul patch.
Yeah, combo. But I grew out this exact thing. This is actually a picture of that mustache.
Oh wow. That's
no, just kidding. But
bro.
I grew something exactly like this, so yeah, maybe one day when we hit that top level status, we'll pull out the old pictures of us. The one with the one you have with the giant beard, and the one that I have with the handlebar mustache.
That one's hidden away. That's under lock and key. I threw it away. I threw that key away. Anyway, Junker Queen, get that stash off your face. We'll give it a little.
Get it out of there.
That's the noise. That's the ripping noise. We got a number 4 tonight, Tooth.
We do. It's a special request, and we typically don't do this, but we thought the requester deserved it. Like one of these things. So we're at number 4.
Squeezed in at the last second, we have Zubat. Zubat with a stash. And
Tough.
You know what? That's not bad.
It's not bad. It's tough because it doesn't have any gosh dang eyes.
Eyes or a nose.
Or a nose.
Even just a couple little holes for a nose would make a lot more sense. However, I will posit that Zubat is inherently evil. Yeah. Right? Like you go into a cave in Pokemon and you're like, please don't be a Zubat. Please don't be a Zubat. And then it's a Zubat and you're like, okay, well, I'll just one-shot hit it, right? I'll just one-shot it. And then it uses supersonic and you hurt yourself. And it's like a weak-ass Zubat. And then it makes you kill yourself because you're so confused. And it's like, you're just a stupid flying rat in a cave. So anyway, all I'm saying is that I think the mustache accentuates that evility.
I think so too. Velocity. I wish I would have photoshopped some like bananas like eyes on it, just like crazy eyeballs on it, just for the eyes. Just for the sake of having the eyes on it.
That'd be interesting. I'd like
that
to
would have been really cool.
Or maybe really tiny eyes, beady little eyes.
All right, we'll try that next time. We'll try it next time.
Okay. Well, let's see what chat's saying. Rocket.
Yeah, we got.
I have to agree.
I'm gonna go knock it, but I am outnumbered. I'm only gonna say knock it because I feel like we just haven't found the right mustache for Zubat yet. I feel like it might be like it. I agree with the evil thing, but I feel like it just needs to be just a pinch thinner, or like just a little bit more evil. A little bit more evil. So,
but I see Saf Gaming World in chat. Oh, okay. So Saf said knock it as well. So Saf said it looks like eyebrows, and that's something I remember we had mentioned.
We did discuss
prior to this. We got 2 Noxits, 1, 2, 3, 4, including me, Roxits. Zubat. You guys might see Zubat, shiny Zubats maybe, or just a different, whole different rarity set.
I don't want to. I mean, there's normal, say that this one
shiny,
is in,
and there's stashed.
I don't want to say that this one is in Scarlet and Violet, but it's probably gonna be there. I mean, I would just keep an eye out. As always, we want your suggestions, and we want you to either make them, send in like people that you want to see. We have a couple already lined up for next week from suggestions that I got today. So send those in. Mustache Ride at mustacheridepod@gmail.com or exclamation point email. Send in your submissions. We don't just want them. We need them. To continue, we need them. So yeah, send those in. We would love to have them.
Absolutely.
Sunflora is coming next. You better believe it.
Ooh, sneak peek!
I got that request. Ooh. So we're gonna put that one in there.
And of course, if there's any other questions, topics that we didn't cover, topics that you want us to cover in the future, or maybe you just want to say hi, maybe give Tooth a compliment on his cool shirt. You want to show it off, Tooth?
Oh yeah. This shirt, the Mandrake shirt.
Look at
it's a good one. So this is a Mandrake, from Harry Potter.
A little root boy, screaming root baby.
Yeah, a little root baby. Pretty good.
Anyway, mustacheridepod@gmail.com if you want to compliment Tooth on his shirt. However, we have a lot to talk about, so let's get into the rest of the show.
I will say real quick, we just hit 50 followers, which is pretty incredible.
Ooh, Tigress 2, our 50th follower. Thank you, Tigress. Wow, 50 followers, Tooth. Feels good.
We're famous.
Not bad.
I think.
Hi, Mom.
Yeah. Hello. Good to see you, Mom.
So I'm going to run through the topics real quick that we're talking about tonight. But then I'm going to circle back and we're going to talk about what we're playing. I just want to kind of give you guys a rundown to what to look forward to real quick. So basically, the whole show is going to be taken up by what we're playing, and then all of these showcases. We picked and chose the stuff that we're interested, the stuff that interested in, the stuff that caught our eye, and we wanted to show you guys some stuff from a bunch of the showcases, including a couple from the Wholesome Games Showcase, Square Enix, Summer Game Fest, Epic Game Store, Summer Showcase, Capcom Showcase, Xbox Bethesda Showcase, and that's it. That's all we're covering.
We'll
go over the whole, if you want. Yeah, we'll go over the whole list. But we're not like going to talk about all the games. It's just impossible. There's no time.
If we talked about the whole list, we'd be here till they come out. Probably.
We
get to demo them live on stream.
Yeah, talk about my long beard. You'll be seeing it grow in action. Anyway, Tooth, how the heck are you, man? It's been 2 weeks since we recorded. We don't talk all that much outside of this show. We talk here and there. We catch up, but
yeah.
Tell the people what you've been up to, what you've been playing, how your streams have been. I want to hear it.
I've been pretty good. The streams have been really good. Like myself have been the weather's been super hot. We got like a super huge like heat wave, so we've been like over 100 degrees. That's been crazy.
Dang.
But I got the air conditioner and video games. So some of those video games I started, like we talked about on the last episode, I started Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. I will say that if you tell me that you beat this game as a child and you didn't use the walkthrough, you are a liar. I don't believe you, not even a little bit, and I'll call your mom and confirm it.
We'll verify,
100%. It's by far one of the harder games that I've played on stream. If you take away Alien Isolation, which is impossible, and that game was never meant to be beaten on the hard difficulty. That game's trolling you. This game feels like that too. I may or may not be able to confirm that it could be playing on the Switch controller versus an N64 controller. I don't know. But I will say the puzzles are really fun. It's a really interesting premise. I love the fact that you can only do things during a certain time. And then you have to wait till the next day, or you have to slow or reverse time. That's really cool. I just got the strongest sword in the game by beating Master the Gorons. Sword? And it's like, well, I guess like the whatever like the gold dust encrusted sword is. You get it from this Goron like smith. It's crazy.
Wait, is there a Master Sword in Majora's Mask? I feel like
I don't know.
A little birdie, a little voice in my head is saying there is no Master Sword, dingus. But I don't know.
Spoilers, I don't know. Maybe I'll get there. And I don't. There might be. There may not be. There was a Master Sword in Ocarina of Time, and they used the same assets. So I would imagine there's probably a Master. Maybe I have the Master Sword.
Don't confirm that. Don't confirm that.
I don't know.
I didn't know if that was a spoiler. I don't know.
Yeah,
we're moving on.
Don't make fun of me. It's an old game, but I have never played it, so you just
really tough though. Yeah,
it really tough. Yeah, but I really like it. I think the puzzles in this one are. I thought a lot about Breath of the Wild when I played Ocarina of Time, but now I'm thinking that they got a lot of the puzzles and dungeons based on Majora's Mask instead. Or like maybe they probably took inspiration from all of them, right? But it's been a lot of fun. If you've never played it before, I totally suggest it. It's on Nintendo Switch, on the online Nintendo 64 thing. Really good. Nice. I've been playing a lot more Valorant. So as like a long time ago, when there was lots of drama and I switched from Overwatch to Apex, and then I tried Valorant because a lot of people were playing Valorant. And then I played more Apex, but now I'm playing more Valorant, and I'm going to go pro.
Let's go.
I mean, that's all there is to say about it. Like I'm only Iron 3 right now.
Well, got to start somewhere, right?
But I just started playing, like, but I've been playing, and I've been getting a lot better at like reading the game, understanding the maps, understanding the mechanics, that it's not just a run and shoot game. So that's really cool. I really enjoy it. It's a good game. If you like first person shooter games, if you've not played Valorant, which I'm sure everybody has by now, but like if you haven't, give it a try. It's a lot of fun.
You were telling me you were popping off lately.
I had 65 kills across 3 games, which doesn't sound like a lot for people that like grind this game, but like that's a lot of kills. Like,
well, that's like 50 kills in one game, 5 kills and 5 kills. So like you had one really good. No, I'm kidding. Yeah. I'm kidding. 50 kills in one game would be ridiculous.
Yeah, but I played with somebody that did get 50 kills in one game, and it was ridiculous. And then it is disgusting. I was like, I just like kept coming on the mic, and I was like, "You're too good for me to play with you."
Yeah, this is sus. What am I doing here?
Yeah, how can I ever top frag with you in this lobby?
Right.
Then the wild update came out for Minecraft. So that's the Warden, for those of you that don't know. Impossible to kill by yourself, for sure. Confirmed. You can't kill it by yourself. I don't care how pro you are at Minecraft.
You don't think Dream could do that? You think Dream could? No?
No shot.
Not even with all his like cool mods and like other things that he does to like and make world record. I don't know. It's an old roast. I don't know. He cheated or something, right? At some point, at something.
Dream was streaming today. It's weird. It's been a long time since I've seen him stream, but I don't think you could beat it by yourself. Dream, if you ever watch this episode, send me the clip of you beating it by yourself, and I'll see.
He's a big Mustache Ride fan.
Yeah, big fan. But it's really fun. The wild update is cool because it added in a new sort of like, I don't know if it's a full biome, but it's like a microbiome, and like there like some of the like it's different because a lot of the, you know how grass grows like on the dirt, but in this case like it's like a fungus and it's like spreading, the deep dark spreads. It's pretty cool. So
it's like a new area, like the ender or the under, what is it called?
You
go through the nether. Purple gate. The nether, that's it. So it's kind of like a new area, kind of like that.
It's kind of like that, but you don't have to go through a portal. It's just you have to like go down, like far down into the like bedrock, like to the bedrock level. But it's really cool. There's some new stuff, so definitely worth playing. Minecraft has gotten. I didn't play it when it came out, so I don't know this for sure. But I know, talking to other people, that Minecraft has gotten so complex compared to what it used to be. So. But that's been a lot of fun. I'm like 98% sure I'll be moving in a month, which means a new stream room. There will be all kinds of new things that pop up with that. But not totally confirmed yet, but I priced the U-Haul.
That's
step one. Yeah.
Nice. Dang.
Step one is admitting you have a problem. Step 2 is pricing the U-Haul.
Well, yeah, your problem is your current home isn't good and the new one is better. I hope. That's the problem, and then the solution. So you're on the right track.
Yeah.
Congrats. Sure. We'll have to check back in with you on that next episode so we can get a little life update from Tooth.
Absolutely. Nice. But I know that you've been playing at least 100 more games than I have.
Give or take.
So tell me about it. Yeah, tell me about them.
Okay, so real quick, I hopped back into Valorant for the first time in a while now. I haven't played Valorant, I don't know, I felt like it was like a month or two. And I hopped back in. Turns out it's just like riding a bike. Still super fun. All of my muscle memory kicked in, and it felt really good to play. So yeah, Valorant, Apex Legends, still playing Apex on Fridays, still hanging out with my boy Fatal Tone. However, I'm finding that I'm loading up Apex Legends like on my own. I'm solo queuing. I'm getting in there. I'm doing the thing, man.
Oh my god, I can't believe you don't message me to play some Apex Legends.
It's usually on a whim. I'm like, Rocket League's a little boring right now. I'll go into Apex. And there's no Call of Duty that I'm interested in, like re-downloading and playing. And so Apex is my go-to shooter.
What's Call of Duty?
Console. Right? I mean, I don't know. No, I'm super excited for Modern Warfare 2, but we'll get into that a little bit later. What else? Rogue Legacy 2. I'm still really enjoying that game. I'm slowing down on it a little bit, though. Not playing it as much, but still kind of coming back to it every now and then. Still in the 4th level. No, 4th? 5th. I don't remember.
It looks
it's been
like
like a week.
that game looks like a lot of fun. Like it looks so fun to play.
It's a little frustrating at times, but it's really fun. I really enjoy it. Rogue Legacy 2. And then my wonderful fiance Zubat5 and I started playing the game We Were Here, which is like a Don't laugh at me. Don't laugh. I see you over there. Don't laugh. Okay, so
I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing with you.
Quick story is that my fiance and I started the game We Were Here. It's a first-person co-op puzzle game where at least this one, it's free. It's the first in the series and it's free, so you can download it and play it yourself off of Steam if you wanted. But it's kind of difficult. It's kind of hard, especially when you've had a few drinks and you don't really know how to explain or what to explain, because the way this game works is each person starts in different locations and you have to like describe things in the room to each other to help each other solve puzzles to open a door to get to the next room and so forth. It turned out like I was the explorer and Zubat5 was the librarian, and I was the one going through a bunch of doors and she was just kind of hanging out in a room or two. And we were talking, and she was like, "How do I go places?" And I was like, "I don't know. I don't even know what you're seeing." And so it just seemed very obtuse. I didn't know exactly what to do. And it frustrated us a little bit. So I'm not sure if we're going to go back to it, but considering we were a little tipsy and struggling, maybe we'll go back to it sometime. Maybe.
It was unfair. I think it was unfair for me because I was watching it on two different screens, watching you both play it, and I was just like, it's right there. It's right there. I was like, I like never playing it before. I was like, that's for sure a clue. But I was like, I'm not gonna spoil it. But then
I see. Yeah.
then after watching you freeze to death 5 times, I was like, here's the moves.
Yeah. Okay. We could get into that because you wrote out each move. So it was a chess puzzle. He wrote out each move that I needed to make in chat, but he was like king side, pawn up 1, queen side, rook up and to the left 3. Like I didn't know. I was trying to put it together. I have no idea. I'm not a chess guy.
It was
People
like
look at me and they're like, that guy's a chess guy. No, I'm not.
It was a combination of tipsy and me not knowing how to explain chess without like calling out the squares by number.
I straight up looked up a video and I just followed it step by step, frame by frame practically. I swear I needed the help. But anyway, we might get back to it. It's not really that high on the priority list at this point. It seemed interesting, but I'm really just desperate for more co-op games to play with Zubat5 because I enjoy her company so much. So stay tuned for that. I think we're going to take a break with those on the Sherman Cool stream and play some more single-player games, more Rocket League and things like that. But I want the next co-op game that she and I to play to be Resident Evil 5. It's the first, one of the only co-op games in the Resident Evil series. And so that's kind of in on the back burner in my brain. So stay tuned for that. Also, I've played a couple in Rocket League. I'm always playing Rocket League. That's pshaw. I've played a couple demos recently. Since all the showcases and announcements came out, I've downloaded a couple demos that I saw. And so I figured we could just kind of mention them, talk about them now. First one being Metal Hellsinger. Metal Hellsinger. This game it might as well say like : made for Sherman Cool, because this game is right up my alley, man. It's metal. It's a rhythm game. It's like basically if Doom had songs that were made just for Doom, and there's your crosshair is just a little indicator that shows you when you should shoot. And so you can shoot on the beat to do more damage, or if you shoot off beat, you still do damage, but it doesn't do as much. And so you want to shoot on the beat, you want to get combos, and so as the combo goes up, it adds in more layers to the song. And so this is Metal Hellsinger. And so you're going around, you're shooting, you're switching weapons, and then you get that 16 times max combo and the vocals kick in and you're really jamming.
Yeah.
And so I played this game on stream and my crosshair was going crazy because I'm just jamming to the metal music the whole time. And it was probably nauseating to watch, but super fun game.
Looks awesome.
Yeah, definitely. If it looks and sounds interesting to you, you definitely want to check it out on Steam, wishlist it, check out the demo. It's free. Really, really cool game. And then also another rhythm game. This is the last one on my list, I promise. Another rhythm game. This is like on the opposite end of the spectrum, though. This game's called. That last game was called again Metal Hellsinger. Now this game, Melatonin. It's like a lo-fi rhythm game. There's a short tutorial. It teaches you how to play with some indicators on screen, and then once you get into the actual levels, it takes away any indicator. And so you have to play based on the sound and just the images, like, the visualizer basically that they're playing for you. And so there's some really, really good, catchy songs. It's really simple to play. It's just a one button press, really cute art style. You're basically living inside of this guy's melatonin dreams. He's falling asleep on the couch after eating a bunch of junk food, and he has some crazy ass dreams. And it's really cool to play through, really simple, and each song has a different kind of mechanic and timing to it that's really fun to learn and like nail down. And then you go back through the song like for the 5th time and you perfect every note, and that feels really good and satisfying. And it's just no stress, real chill, and the songs are awesome. So
yeah, it was really cool to watch you play that the other night when we were talking about it. It's like the music is so good.
Yeah, especially
so
the first song in the demo is the best one. It's called Dream About Food. If you I think there's one YouTube video upload of that song, and then there's also the hard mode version of that song. Kind of picks up the speed a little bit of a remix. Really, really cool. I love that. And it's an indie game made by a small developer. So go wishlist it if it sounds interesting. Help them out. Try out the demo. All that good stuff. It's free on Steam. So just really good, chill, vibey game.
Yeah.
But
that's a solid list.
Oh, I got that off my chest. I feel better too.
I feel like I want to play the amount of games that you play, but I get stuck playing like one. Like I just get like so obsessed with one game because I'd never played it before, and it's all these games that just like have this like big punch of nostalgia, and I just like am so addicted to that. Like I replied to a tweet today that was like, what makes your stream different? And I was like, shared nostalgia. I was like, I'm getting this experience that you had probably 12 years ago, and we're like sharing it like you're like we're sitting on the couch and you're like teaching me how to play this game. Yeah. And that I get stuck in these freaking games, man, like Minecraft and Zelda, and I'm just like I've never played this. I don't know.
Yeah. Zubat 5, my fiance is the same way. And so like I'll be jumping around from game to game because I don't know. I don't like throwing around the ADHD or whatever. I don't think I actually have that, but my tendencies to jump around from thing to thing, especially in games or music or things like that, I am all over the place. And so I'll be so quick to just close out a game, open a different one, and try something new. And so I really enjoy trying out demos and stuff, especially since there's more available lately.
Yeah,
that's really cool. A resurgence in demos that we're seeing. I love that.
If you're in the car on a road trip, are you a song switcher? Like 30 seconds in, and you're like, oh, I don't want to listen to this song anymore.
Oh, no.
Okay.
No. That's a big
we're about to end this podcast. Like, I was like, if you're a 30-second in song switcher.
No, I have respect. Okay.
I'm a decent human.
Well, with the music that I like heavy metal and stuff. And so if I choose to show somebody a song, I'm not going to wuss out at, halfway through.
Yeah.
I'm not, okay, it gets really heavy. So I'm going to change it because I don't know what you're going to say. Now, yeah. If I choose to show you a song or something, you're going to hear the whole damn thing and you're going to hate it. You're going to hate it. And I'm going to revel in it. Yeah. But Yeah, no, I'm not that all over the place.
Okay. I just
That's
had
a
to
good
make sure.
question, though.
I had to make sure.
Yeah, those are demon people. Demon people.
True.
Anyway, like I said, we have a lot to talk about. And so let's get into some of these topics. So,
Yeah.
over the past week and a half, 2 weeks, we've had showcase after showcase, big publisher after big giant conglomerate corporation putting out showcases, letting the people know about all the games that they're making and coming out with. And it's really, really exciting. Some were better than others. Some were missing a lot. Like we could talk generally all day, but let's get into the nitty gritty. First of all, I just want to preface we're not talking about every single announcement because every single there's just so much.
There's just so many.
I'm going to run down each showcase for you really quick. PlayStation State of Play, limited run games. Sonic Central, Black Voices in Gaming, Upload VR Showcase, Summer Game Fest 2022, Day of the Devs, Devolver Digital Marketing Countdown to Marketing, IGN Expo, Netflix Geeked Week, Epic Games Store Game Showcase, Tribeca, Freedom Games, Guerrilla Collective 3, Wholesome Direct, Future of Play Direct, NetEase, Future Games Show, Xbox and Bethesda Games Showcase, PC Gaming Show, and Capcom Showcase. Do we have any time left to talk about anything, Tooth? Because holy damn.
There is so many of them. And when we were going over this link, I was like, where did this come from?
I know. Why didn't I know about more than half of these announcements?
I'm confident that nobody did.
Right?
I've just been like reading on Twitter like gaming drought. I'm like, did you not see the 500 games that were announced in these showcases?
Yeah,
it's like, no,
so
they're
really
not like AAA studios, but like, come on.
Right. Yeah, people discredit indies, but they're coming out in droves every day, really. But
they're so good.
But thank God we have these showcases, and thank goodness for shacknews.com. It's the first article I found when I Googled all of the showcases, and it's all perfectly in a row right here in this article. We really appreciate that. So thank you, Shack News, and all the writers there. But let's get into the first thing, the Wholesome Games Showcase. Tooth, I know there was a game you wanted to talk about here, Paper Trail, right?
Yeah, so this is I'll bring up the sort of trailer in Steam, but it's Newfangled Games. And it's newfangled. It's a top-down puzzle adventure, and you're playing as this character that's leaving home for the first time, and you actually have to fold and unfold this paper map of each of the levels for you to move around. It seems like I don't even know if my brain can handle it. But something about like the art style in it, the animation style, the creativeness about like the folding of the map to get through each of the levels looks so good. And I can imagine just like how good this storyline is going to be. Like because of the simplicity of the game and of it being just a puzzle game, like I feel like it's about to have like this like killer story embedded into it. And that it'll have a lot of replayability because you'll be looking for like hidden gems within the story. But I'm excited for this one. It looks like the release is Q1 of 2023, so next year, beginning of next year, is the planned release date. But there's a demo, so that's cool.
Oh, nice.
So I haven't played the demo yet, but I plan to. But it looks beautiful. It looks like a beautiful game. I'm excited about it because
it's a cute little puzzle game. Looks so creative.
It's super creative, super cute. And I think just like me getting into more of like the Legend of Zelda games and story puzzle games, I'm getting more and more excited about games like that where I'm like, all right, I'm going to have to like sit down and think about this for a second because I'm not just clicking heads anymore. Like I have to figure something out.
That hurts. Like gears grind in between my ears. Steam comes out of my ears, and I have to take a break because I get overloaded with these puzzle games. If we were here as any indication, Puzzle games are not my strong suit. However, this one looks cute, and it looks like calming and relaxing enough to like not be frustrating, you know?
Yeah, I think being part of the Wholesome Game Showcase, which had a lot of really good games, like a lot of good cozy games.
Wholesome.
Yeah, it seems like the second half of this year and the beginning of next year is going to be like a year for cozy streamers. Yeah. I think it's going to be really good. Like there's a lot of really cool games that should be really great to watch. Nice. So I'm excited about that one.
That's a cool one. Well, I have one here I wanted to talk about. The Square Enix showcase had a couple pretty hype announcements. This was after a lot of the showcases. It was more recent. But I'm not a huge Final Fantasy VII fan, but the Final Fantasy VII sequel was announced to be they're working on it, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. So that's pretty exciting for you Final Fantasy fans. But the one that I'm interested in is, I think it's called like Crisis Core Final Fantasy Reunion or something like that. It's a really silly name, but it's Crisis Core. It's the game with Zack from Final Fantasy VII, and he's like a minor side character, but he gets his whole own game. That's him there, Zack, with his cool sword, and he's got a pretty cool story in Crisis Core. And I played that game. That's one of the only Final Fantasy games. I totally forgot about it. And it's one of the only Final Fantasy games I played all the way through back when it was on PSP. Super proud of that. You know, I've never played through a Final Fantasy game before that. Yeah. And even back then, it was all real-time combat and stuff too, which was kind of new to me, at least. As a non-Final Fantasy fan, played through most of 10 before Crisis Core on the PSP, and that's it. And so, really cool to see that they're remaking this. I don't know. I think on their website they call it a remaster, but this is clear. This looks remade to me. It looks really good.
Yeah, it looks like a really good game. Like, it doesn't look like a PSP game that's been like reformatted or anything. It looks like,
right?
Yeah, it looks good. I've not played any Final Fantasy games, so I don't know anything about them. But it's they all look really interesting, and I know they have a lot of like hype and a huge audience around them.
For sure. And this, like back in the day, a big issue with Crisis Core was like a lot of people have been saying this, like they hope it's not the same as it was before. But I remember back in the day, all the random encounters that you would get into, that you can't like use a repel to stop it. Like you just have to deal with it. It was super annoying. But that's just how games were back then. So it wasn't as big of a deal, at least to me.
Yeah.
But I hope they kind of revamp that. I think random encounters are a little antiquated these days.
The thing that like gets me about a lot of these games, and I might just not know anything about the storylines or anything, but like I see like you move from like fighting like some like beast to like a mech to like there's guns. I'm like, what is happening? Like who? Like it's like they had a big like board of like Velcro like items that could be in games, and they just had a day where they were just like, yeah, they were just closing their eyes and just like picking stuff, and they were like, okay, that's gonna be Final Fantasy VII, I think, and the whole storyline. But I mean, everything looks so intense and like crazy, and I can see why a lot of people like it.
Yeah. So I don't have too much more to say about that Square Enix stuff, but I hope you Final Fantasy nerds are excited.
Nerds.
Yeah. So the next one, I didn't actually have too much to talk about from Jeff Keighley's Summer Game Fest. I only picked out one game I wanted to mention, and that's Warhammer 40K Darktide. I didn't link any sort of trailer or anything for you, Tooth. But I just want to mention it. It looks like if you guys played the Vermintide games in the past, Warhammer 40K Vermintide 2, really, really, really good, like Left 4 Dead-like games. 4-player co-op, PvE, little secrets here and there. You got to get to the end of the level. And so if this is anything like Vermintide, which it looks like it is, only better, I'm all for it. So I'm stoked for this game. It looks sick.
It looks a lot better than Vermintide. I feel like the weapons and everything are really like, I don't know, like diverse in a way that like Vermintide isn't. And I think it looks super cool. And I'm not super into horde games, but man, the intensity of the Warhammer games, like, geez, Whiz.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like that's the one where you put on your rock music and you're you're in it and you're ready. You have to like sub out your chair for a disposable one because you're about to like shake it clear down.
Get a new headset because you head banged it off.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'd be shooting to the beat even without any sort of mechanic in the game.
Yeah. It would be a mod. You'd mod it in there.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah.
That's a good idea. More smart people should do things like that for other games.
Hey, nerds.
But that was yeah, nerd. Honestly, I wish I could make mods for games. That would be so cool.
That would
Those
be
people are really talented. I tell you what. But that was Warhammer 40K Darktide. Next, we have the Ghostbusters Spirit Unleashed. I just wanted to mention this really quick because it sounds like a pretty fun game as well. It's like I think it's like a Dead by Daylight where one person's the ghost, 4 people are the Ghostbusters, and the ghost has to try to mess with them, and the Ghostbusters have to try to bust the ghost, I guess, right? So they showed a little bit more footage. Some pre-alpha gameplay was shown. Not too impressive. It doesn't look super great, but again, it's pre-alpha, and they just wanted to give us a little more info. They showed us you playing as a ghost, a couple of different kinds of ghosts and their movesets and stuff, but not worth showing on here. So we're just going to move on. But I want to keep my ears posted for more of that stuff because that sounds like fun.
Yeah, it looks cool. It seems like from the footage, it seems a little clunky. I'm worried about like Dead by Daylight has the different characters with different perks and things like that, but like all the Ghostbusters seem the same.
Yeah, I'm not a huge I like the first Ghostbusters movie back in the day. I don't really remember there being a big difference between the Ghostbusters, so I wonder if that's something that they're just going to kind of insert into the game.
Yeah,
make slightly different Ghostbusters, slightly different pro time packs or whatever.
Yeah,
I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. It's still like pre-alpha is the footage they're showing, so we still got a ways to go for that one, I think.
Yeah.
Next in the Epic Game Store Summer Showcase, we had Tchia.
It's Chia.
Tchia.
Chia.
Chia. Chia.
I don't know what it is. I think it's Chia. It's Chia. It's Chia.
I still think it's an acronym for totally cool, hyper intense action.
I agree.
Just look at this game. Well, not him.
Not this guy. He's talking about the game. Yeah. You should listen to him talk, but
decent stash.
Yeah, decent stash.
Decent stash, respect.
One thing that I found about this game that was so crazy cool was this like switching and like how crazy it's going to be to like just morph back and forth in between all of your surroundings. Like like when I first saw that, I was like, holy crap. Like this part right here. Yeah. This part right here is nuts.
Mr. Turtle is my father. Oh, it looks beautiful too. Like a little cartoony, but the water looks gorgeous. And the seamless transition from like animal to Chia to animal and back again it seems pretty dope. Combat, she just shot red things and exploded them.
Yeah. You just turn into a barrel. Like
she just turned into a lamp and now a barrel. Okay. Yeah. Whoa. Not just animals. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I should have watched this whole trailer.
It's cool. Like and like you like you guys can't hear it, but like the music and everything is like really like for the trailer and gameplay seems like really cool. Like I like this sort of feel. It's not like Kingdom Hearts, but I feel like it could like I don't know, like I feel like it's like an advanced Kingdom Hearts.
It's like Kingdom Hearts 1 on the beach, like that opening.
Yeah.
What's that song called? Simple and Clean?
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, something like that.
It's like that music video vibes, like the beginning, or like the beach kind of vibes of Kingdom Hearts. I totally see what you mean by that.
Yeah, like, and that's the first part that I remember from that game, and I'm like, oh man, like this is cool. Like it feels cool.
Yeah. I'll definitely be playing that. It looks like it's maybe supposed to be a kid's game. I don't care. I'm a kid in here. I'm gonna play Chia.
Yeah, I'm absolutely a kid. Chia.
Yeah.
Cha.
Tooth, I know you're you're a pretty big Lord of the Rings fan. I'm a pretty decent Lord of the Rings fan, but this announcement was too cool to pass up. So tell us about this one.
Yeah, so this is Lord of the Rings Return to Moria, and for those of you that don't know or are not Lord of the Rings fans, Moria is the underground mine of the dwarves that they go into, and you know, they're like, they dug too deep. Like, you know, and there's a huge like goblin scenario, and it's super cool. But this is a survival crafting game where you're playing as dwarves, like rebuilding Moria, like the mines of Moria. And that's a cool survival crafting deal. It looks a little like I feel like a lot of the graphics in it look a little goofy right now, maybe. And I'm hoping that it like is really cool and it's not a mobile style game, but it
doesn't look like that.
It doesn't look like that, but I could see how like, I don't know, like I could see like some mechanics like getting to that point if it's not, you know, but it looks really good. Like it's survival crafting, and there's a huge audience for survival crafting games, and
for sure.
And something Lord of the Rings based, especially with Gollum is another Lord of the Rings game that's coming out later this year.
Right.
So I think
that's coming out later this year.
Yeah.
Whoa. Okay.
Yeah. Nice. It's, hold on a second. When is it coming out? Oh, it doesn't have, I don't know if it has like a release date.
That just seems super soon, but I guess
September 1st.
Reveal it.
September 1st, 2022.
They revealed it like a couple years ago now, I guess. So yeah.
Shoot. And so it's a story-driven action adventure, and it's cool that they're coming out with like a candid, or what seems like candid, canon, sorry. Game for Moria, and something that I feel like doesn't get enough like hype, like the coolness of Moria and the mines and the dwarves. And so I'm a big dwarf fan, like in Dungeons and Dragons, and so in that, so it's I like it a lot.
That's all. Yeah, I totally agree. And just dwarven lore in general, like what they have in Lord of the Rings is so dope. Like they're cool, and
it's huge.
Just to add on to that, to pile on, to go a little deeper into that lore, I'm so there for it. I don't know how much story or actual lore we'll get from a survival crafting game, but The Forest seems to do a pretty good job with story.
Yeah.
If you know what you're looking for and stuff. I usually just mess around in that game and die. But anyway, so that is the Lord of the Rings Return to Moria that we were talking about. So
cool game.
Moving right along, we're going to keep it going. To the Capcom Showcase. So the first game that I wanted to talk about with the Capcom Showcase is Exo Primal. So this is like I don't know. It's kind of like Dino Crisis-ish. I mean, it seems like a crisis with a bunch of dinosaurs, but it's not Dino Crisis. It's Exo Primal. And this game looks really good. It looks like a mix between Earth Defense Force and like Anthem or something. I don't know. But it looks sick. The gameplay looks fun. The hordes and hordes of dinos. How can you not be like? That's like, how do I explain it? You put dinosaurs in a game. Whether I'm the dinosaur or I'm killing dinosaurs or whatever, I'm hunting them down. That's my siren song. I just can't help it. I go toward it. You know, like Monster Hunter. I'm all about it, dude.
Dinosaurs are pretty sick. This isn't the first time watching this trailer, but like I feel like there's like a good speed to this game, and it's going to be like, it looks like different, like characters do different things in like a really cool way. Yeah.
Reinhardt Shield.
Something about mechs versus dinosaurs. I'm into it. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's Exo Primal. Is there a release date for this one?
I didn't see a release date for it. But we'll keep you updated on it.
See, it doesn't say anything. Maybe at the end of the trailer. Oh, it coming 2023.
Yeah, it says launching 2023, but I don't think they have an official launch date yet.
So nothing specific, but it looks cool.
We'll follow it.
Yeah,
till the release date.
For sure, sometime in 2023. I don't know.
Yeah.
But that's Exoprimal. Next game, Dragon's Dogma 2 was announced that it's in development. Now this isn't anything we got to spend time on. There's nothing to show. It's just Dragon's Dogma 2 is being worked on. And then apparently I think they're coming out with Dragon's Dogma again or something, like the first one. I don't know. Do you have any details on that? I don't know if you're looking things up.
I'm looking it up, but I couldn't really find like a whole lot about it outside of just like articles like talking about like the anniversary and everything about it. And so like I think it's something that we'll have to like follow and like come back to.
We're not going to see Dragon's Dogma 2 for a good long time. Like this was just an announcement that they're working on it. Like, hey guys, like Elder Scrolls 6, just so you know, it's in development. So this might not be here for 3 years, you know?
But I think it's cool to see Capcom coming out with like sort of starting to develop like some of the classics that people like remember playing. So I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean the Dragon's Dogma community, it's a cult following. It's a smaller but very passionate community, and they've been screaming about a Dragon's Dogma 2 for a long time. And I'm just along for the ride, but I'm excited. I want to see what they have in store. There's a lot to love about Dragon's Dogma, and I highly recommend anybody play it if you haven't.
I've never played it, but I went back and watched some videos after you talked about it, and I was like, it's cool. There's some cool scenes in it. Like it's just like it's cool of it. Like premise of the game, like the animations and stuff like that are super cool.
Yeah, combat's dope. A lot to love about it. We could go on about Dragon's Dogma in itself for a long time, but next on the list, Resident Evil Village gets some awesome updates. It's gonna get the Winter's expansion, containing Shadows of Rose story DLC. So we're not gonna get. Actually, don't play this. Oh, sorry. I should have said this before.
You'll have to watch it on your own.
Yeah, you'll definitely want to watch this on your own. If you haven't played Resident Evil Village, that video may have spoilers. So don't click on it if you don't want Resident Evil Village spoilers. But this DLC directly correlates to the end of Resident Evil Village, which it's like, Capcom, dude.
Spoiler.
How many copies have you sold? Like, not everybody knows all the things, and you're just throwing it out there. So, but if you have played Resident Evil Village, this is pretty hype, answering some questions that we have had for quite a while now since that game came out. And so pretty excited for that. I think that's some DLC that a good old SMC might hop into. I never go into DLC, but I'm a huge Resident Evil fan, and Village was awesome. And I might want to play this DLC called Shadows of Rose in the Winter's expansion. So this comes in the Gold Edition. So it's a whole new edition for for PS5, and I think it was already for PS5 and Xbox Series X.
I think so.
I feel like it.
Yeah.
But either way, it's coming 4K, 60 frames per second, I think, and it's called the Gold Edition. And so it's going to contain all the Winter's expansion story DLC, and it's coming out this year, October 28th, 2022. So,
I feel like that gives me enough time to play Village.
Yeah. You have some time.
Or maybe every Resident Evil game. I don't know. How many are there?
A lot.
100?
A lot.
200?
No.
500 Resident Evil games?
More than you could play before October, for sure. There's Resident Evil 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. There's Revelations 1 and 2 at least. There might be more. There's Resident Evil 0, which is on a train. There's more. There's more too. There's even more.
There's probably a top 3 list that I should cover before October, maybe.
Yeah. Well, I highly recommend that. Especially they've remastered the first one, and it's still like fixed camera perspectives from like you're basically looking through security cameras in that game, but there's something to it. Resident Evil had those fixed cameras back in the day, not only for technical limitations, but it added some real spookiness to those games. Just being cut off from certain angles, going around a corner, camera cuts to that angle, and now there's like 3 zombies in front of you. Dude, good games. You should play the first Resident Evil. Highly recommended.
I'll give it a try.
Okay. Consider it.
I'll consider it. I'll think about it.
But yeah, so Gold Edition Resident Evil Village coming out October 28th, 2022. Now we get to the good stuff, Tooth. We get to the good stuff. Well, to me at least.
It's all been pretty good, but this was good.
So
this is refreshing, at least.
Yeah, there's a lot. So what we're referring to, we can stop being cagey. It's the Xbox Bethesda showcase, summer showcase, and I heard some mixed opinions on it. I'm a big fan of this showcase, and well, should I? Okay, real quick, I'm gonna mention.
I would.
I told you I wouldn't. I said I told you before the show so I can get it off my chest. But here we are.
But now I almost said it. Like if you didn't say it, I was gonna have to say it.
Okay, so I'll say it. I am proposing a conspiracy theory. It's not a serious accusation. No accusations, just theory. Some food for thought. So notice, PlayStation had their showcase. Last of Us, a lot of stuff was leaked. Cat got out of the bag, and then it was kind of less fun. Xbox Bethesda showcase. I don't think any of this stuff was leaked. I don't think any of it was leaked. And so I'm just positing the theory that perhaps there was some shady business going on. Maybe. What if Xbox had a double agent on the inside at PlayStation, was like, hey, leak that stuff, deflate their announcements. That way we get all the hype. You never know.
Yeah, that's true.
You can't say that the biggest software company in the world is not capable of something so devious and dastardly.
Yeah, just like a state of play hitman, just like running in there, downloading it on a thumb drive, like, passing it off to their people at IGN and leaking everything.
Where did John Smith go? We just hired that guy like 3 weeks ago. He hasn't shown up to work in 3 days now. No call, no show. John Smith.
All of a sudden, they see him on the roster over at Microsoft, and then the eyes get real big. There's a short story in there somewhere. There's some short form content there, okay?
So that's just a Sherman cool conspiracy theory. Probably nothing to it, but a little bit something to think about. But enough conspiracy theories. There's a lot to talk about with the Xbox Bethesda showcase.
True.
And on the vein of like things were leaked for other people and not Xbox, this showcase had a lot of surprises, and that's what struck me the most, was just like surprise after surprise. And so first of all, Hideo Kojima partnering with Xbox, kind of interesting. Do you have any experience with like Kojima games or anything like that?
Not really, not outside of just like seeing them and watching people play them. I don't think I've ever like played through a full game or anything.
Same. I respect his work, and like anybody who likes Metal Gear Solid just won't shut up about Metal Gear Solid. Like, give me a break, man. However, I understand it, that passion grows within a gamer for one reason. That's because it's a damn good game. And that's attributed usually to Hideo Kojima and the whole team that he was working with, whatever. But Kojima is like the brain, the mastermind behind a lot of this stuff. Same with Death Stranding, the first of his quoted Strand games, I guess. I don't know if he's going to make more of those, but partnering with Xbox, he plans on taking advantage of the cloud technology and creating something totally new that's only possible using the cloud technology. That's pretty interesting to me. I feel like with even just seeing Death Stranding more recently, totally new type of game, something I've never seen before. And if he's going to put that sort of innovation into Azure, whatever Xbox calls their cloud service, I'm here for it. That sounds dope. I don't know what it could be. Yeah, there's the man right there. Yeah,
the man himself. I feel like the Stranding games their Death Stranding specifically has gotten like not very good, right? Like that seems to be the general consensus from what I've seen. But I think that it's it's sort of like under not supervision, but under the blanket of something like Microsoft, the same way that, you know, Destiny being underneath of Sony can just like grow from that. So I think it's a good thing. I think the Strand game series could be better. And like from what I've seen, like the storyline from when it was like released, like that seemed kind of cool. I didn't play it, but
I've heard a lot about Kojima games and his writing and the story. I mean, people love it, but even they'll say it's pretty nonsensical at times, and it's kind of crazy. But you love to love it. I mean, anything unique and new is something to take a look at. I think. I don't know, but I'm definitely going to be keeping up with any updates. We haven't heard anything else. It's just that they partnered up and that he wants to work on something brand new using cloud technology. So. Past that, we don't know anything. But Power the Titan in chat says there's a petition to cancel his game made by a few PlayStation fanboys. Doesn't surprise me if that's true. I haven't heard that myself, but I wouldn't doubt it for a second. I believe that.
That's why Xbox is better.
Hey, you said it. I mean, this isn't an Xbox podcast, but no. I mean, we like Xbox a lot.
Yeah.
But I'm still
right there.
Mine's not in here, but I've got Game Pass on these over here, you know, whatever. But
yeah, you have a refrigerator.
I do. It kind of looks like a Series X.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's just kind of exciting. We'll keep up with that. But so right now, that's one of the surprises. We're just going through the few surprises that we have. Like these are things that I was really surprised about. And again, it goes to show Microsoft, Xbox's their willingness to try anything that they can to try to get Japanese games more popular in the West and on Game Pass and bring these franchises to more people. So like Hideo Kojima making a game over on Xbox is pretty hype. Also, Persona 3, 4, and 5 coming to Game Pass on PC and maybe no, I don't think mobile. I think it's coming to Game Pass. I think in general. Game Pass, probably PC and Xbox, and I think they said Persona 3 is coming to Steam as well. I think that was said a couple days later or something. But that's pretty hype. That's just another big cult following, massive like vocal fan base. They love those games. They've wanted them off of PlayStation platforms for a while, maybe on PC or something. They get them on Xbox. But that's cool, man. Like that's really cool. I'm not a Persona fan. I've never played one of those games, but I just know those games. People want to play them. Persona 3 was locked on the PS3, I think, for a long time, or PSP also, something like that. And now it's coming to Xbox. That's pretty hype. I don't know.
Yeah, I've not played any of the Persona games, but there is a huge like following, like you're saying, like it's kind of insane. Like I watched the game and I'm like, I don't think I would ever play this, but I like, and I'm not even sure why I like am continuing to watch it necessarily, but something about it is just like, I don't know, it's cool. Like it's super cool.
It's just a certain genre of game that people really like. It's like RPG, almost like dating sim, like very character based. Like they build up the characters so you end up loving them. That's what I've heard. I haven't played them. I don't plan on playing them. I'm just pretty excited for Xbox that they're getting all these Japanese developed games and making them super available to a lot of people. That's really cool. It worked out for Yakuza. It worked out for Kingdom Hearts when they were on Game Pass.
Yeah.
So now we're going into new territory, and it's exciting.
Absolutely. We won't talk about this, but Titan sent me this. So, cancel Kojima Xbox exclusive game, betraying his loyal fans.
Give me a break.
So it's a petition. It has nearly 2,000 signatures on it.
Wow, nearly 2,000 close-minded lamos. I'm sorry. I'm saying it now.
Crazy. Okay.
Yeah. I don't know. It's I can see why, but what's a petition going to do? It's just going to show, this many people are willing to click so that we don't do this. But it's already done. What
It'll do nothing when he has a mustache because he'll be unstoppable.
Oh yeah.
That's clear.
Maybe he shouldn't grow a mustache. He'll be too powerful. Ooh. Next one, Riot Games. This was probably one of the more surprising things to me. Riot Games bringing titles to PC Game Pass and mobile. I think there's something coming to Game Pass mobile or something like that. But all characters unlocked in League of Legends, Legends of Runeterra, Teamfight Tactics, Valorant, and then on the graphic it said "and more." So I don't know what exactly that means.
Yeah.
But think about all the time and money you'll save, like especially in Valorant, activating a contract and then playing 25 games or 30 games to unlock that character.
Yeah.
That's hours and hours of time saved.
And I only have two agents unlocked because I just started playing, really. And so like this is going to open up so many possibilities. I'll probably still play Jet, but I mean, like, we can't all be
options though.
We can't all be winners. Somebody's got to play Jet.
Right, exactly.
But you get all the characters now. That's cool. That's cool that they're doing this.
League of Legends, like there's hundreds, right? I think there's like hundreds of characters in League of Legends. And so that's huge. That's exciting.
Yeah.
And it's just another partnership that is not expected, but much welcomed on the Game Pass side of things. So that's cool. Wolong Fallen Dynasty. This is the last thing that really majorly surprised me. But we got to see the new game that Team Ninja is working on. These are the devs behind Ninja Gaiden and Neo. Two very action combat heavy action games. I'm a huge fan of Ninja Gaiden. The first one, like Ninja Gaiden, the reboot, not the NES and Game Boy ones. Those ones kind of sucked. That was way hard. But Ninja Gaiden, big fan. Neo, I like it. It's more like a Souls-like. And so with this developer working on this game, I'm thinking it's probably going to be, a Souls Light or something like similar but different, and in different ways. And I think Wolong, I think that's like the story of like that Goku, like Dragon Ball was made after, like Goku's story. I don't know, something like that. But he's like a pretty big figure in Chinese mythology. So that's pretty exciting, just to explore more lore. So any thoughts on that?
I've not played any of those games.
Mm-hmm.
But it looks like it just looks crazy, like a crazy, like action-packed game.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's gonna be really cool. I like this sort of like that sort of like era and like the character design and stuff like that. And so from an aesthetic level, the fact that it's gonna be on Game Pass, like why would I not try it?
Yeah, no, for real.
Yeah, like that's the thing. Like with this showcase, like all of these games probably going to be on Game Pass. Why would I not play them?
Or at least try them.
Yeah, at least try them.
It's new to me, new to you, and why not give it a shot, right?
Yeah,
I'm a big fan.
Absolutely.
Of all the things they're showing us here. I'm gonna link something over to you because we didn't add this into the doc, and I do feel like we're gonna wanna. Well, not to you. It's gonna be a link in the doc. You'll see the link.
Yep.
In a sec. But anyway, yeah, I'm pretty excited for that. Wolong Fallen Dynasty again. Team Ninja, their new game. Next is a big boy. We got Starfield to talk about.
Starfield. And it's not just concept art.
It's not just a few dudes talking in a circle about our very vague things about the game. No, we got to see gameplay, baby.
I'm 100% telling you that I did not believe that this was a game.
Yeah.
I honestly did not think that it was ever going to happen. Like I thought it was going to be this project that like started out and was really cool and then just totally dropped the ball. And then they, then like later another developer would pick it up or something.
Yeah. Well, no, it turns out it's a full game and it's bigger than one might have thought. In fact, it's so big, it's reminiscent of, well, in more ways than just that. But this trailer showed it's very, very reminiscent of No Man's Sky. A lot of people are knocking it for that. I think it's a great thing. No Man's Sky has something really, really good going right now, and something very unique going right now with the go to any planet, land on any planet, procedurally generated, mine ore, build things, complete objectives. And so I just imagine that, but with more narrative story, character building on top of it. RPG elements, leveling up, just like in Skyrim and Fallout and stuff. More RPG elements. And then, of course, they talked about ship building and base building. That's exciting. I mean, base building was in Fallout 4, but ship building, dude. What do you think about that?
Hopefully, it's like what is happening in No Man's Sky now and not what happened to No Man's Sky when it came out.
Right. I think that's what the delay is hopefully trying to avoid, right?
Yeah, that's one thing that I like sort of worry about, but like I think like since the delay happened and now I'm seeing the gameplay, I feel better about it.
Yeah, good. Like performance-wise, I'm not super impressed by the trailer. There's some frame rate issues here and there, but like it's still they have a year.
Yeah.
At most they have a year. All of the stuff they showed in the Xbox Bethesda showcase is within 12 months it's coming out. And so this is coming out within a year, sometime first half of next year. I'm excited, but like if you just look at this, they're scanning things just like in No Man's Sky. There's the mining laser. There's all sorts of stuff. But I'm stoked about that. It's going to look a little different. It's going to play probably way different than No Man's Sky. And then there's going to be characters and story. There's certain things about Bethesda games that I wish they had changed in here, but overall, I'm really excited, really happy about this showing.
Why does a gun always look like just a gun? Like I feel like if there's one thing that like is always like totally unimpressive to me is like the weapon design in a lot of the games. I feel like a lot of the games just like don't even think about it, except like I will say that like this game is like a lot of the stuff in it looks just like weapon based and like tool based, looks just like No Man's Sky.
Yeah.
So that's a little weird to me. Like considering games like Tiny Tina's where like the gun and like designs were so cool in that game, but yeah, I don't know, just like it seems weird to me. Like everything looks so similar to like I don't know.
Sky and then like this gun that's a P90, you know?
Yeah, in
like
space.
That's clearly a space P90.
Yeah.
And that's cool, but like not as inspired as we might like. It looks a little more futuristic. But yeah, like you said, it's just kind of like a gun that we made today. But I think that's the point. I mean, this game is supposed to be a little more realistic than, your fantastical sci-fi space game. Like I think No Man's Sky even might be a little more fantastical. And in fact, I've seen a buddy of mine of ours, Brad Anirac, has been playing Star Citizen recently.
Yeah.
And that looks surprisingly similar to No Man's Sky as well. And then graphics wise, I think it looks even more similar to Starfield. So that's kind of interesting. I just don't know if that game is actually similar in any way. So I don't want to even speak to Star Citizen too much.
Yeah.
But
I do like the HUD and like all the sort of overlay that it has in this game. It feels cleaner. Everything feels cleaner and nicer than No Man's Sky, like from that point of view. So
yeah, this gun they're shooting right now is straight out of Fallout New Vegas. Like that's a laser rifle or whatever. Like that's not.
They just sort of like reuse the assets for that, and maybe it's like that's better. So like that's not a part of the game. Like really. But
we'll see. But I think there is. I'm gonna humor me for a moment. I know we don't have all the time in the world, but I wrote out some things Starfield needs to have in my notes in my phone, and I don't have to go through everything. But I think it's very important. I think it's very important that they treat the inventory system very carefully. So they need to not when I get over encumbered in Skyrim and I'm just crawling can barely move and I gotta drop stuff to be able to move. That's no fun. I hope they work out a new system where that's more fun. Or I don't know. I don't know how they could, but I hope they do. I don't want to be over encumbered. And then next thing I'll say, and this probably is a hot take, so let me know your opinion on this take. But I think of all of the Bethesda RPGs, Elder Scrolls, Fallout, or anything, I guess it only showed up in Fallout, but out of everything, this game makes the most sense for VATS to exist. So if you don't know, in the Fallout games, there's a system called VATS, where you press a button, it freeze frames, and it says, hey, 10% chance you'll hit the head, 100% chance you'll hit the body, leg, arm, whatever. And it gives you the percentage chances. You click bling, 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 and then it shoots them all and rolls the dice for you, basically. And in Fallout, you have your Pip-Boy, your little companion thing, your phone or whatever, but it doesn't come with a visor. To me, it doesn't make sense for VATS to be in Fallout. But in Starfield, you're wearing a whole helmet. You got your HUD, you got your scanner, your mining laser. It just makes sense that VATS would be a thing in this context. But I think that's too reminiscent of Fallout, and I don't think they're going to do that. But I think if they did, they wouldn't get much hate for it. I think it just makes sense. But it's just not new enough. So I don't know. I worry about that. But
yeah,
in my opinion, in Sherman Cool's opinion, they should put VATS in Starfield because the gunplay didn't look very impressive to me. I don't know about you.
Yeah, it didn't look impressive like at all, and I think like adding that would be like a cool layer instead of it being just like a discount Warzone gun animation, which is what it feels like now. And so I think that's pretty cool, and I think it fits with like the scanning of the things, right? So like you would I think something cool about like the RPG part is that it could, like, as you scan more of them, you start to understand more and more about what it is that you're scanning. Your percentages can increase. You can level up. You can have like preferred or like not preferred, but like understood like enemies that you're fighting against.
Yeah.
And so you had like you start to build up your percentages like as the story progresses. So I think that's a pretty cool idea that they should definitely go for.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's a great idea, but I think that there's a lot that they haven't shown us for Starfield. There's a lot. There's like more of I want to see more of the shipbuilding. I want to see I want to see the different types of ships you can make, because you can. Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of spaceships in sci-fi stuff, and I just want to see what the extent of what I can make is. But then they didn't talk too much about the different factions. They talked a little bit about the like pirate faction. I forget what they're called. They talked a little bit about some other faction, but I want to know more nitty gritty. Like I want to go to the Mages Guild and start up a whole new campaign. Basically, I want to go to these pirate guys and become their friend, and then maybe get an option to branch off and double cross them in the future. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I want to go to a random planet, see a hole in the ground, and then find myself in a deep cave system with a whole campaign or like side quest line down there. I want like significant side quests. I want a lot from this game, and I the way I'm hearing myself talk, I'm going to be sorely disappointed, aren't I, too?
Yeah, I think you're going to be disappointed. All of that sounds like something that it seems like, I don't know, like if there's another delay.
Possible. It's possible.
It is possible. If there's another delay and it gets delayed to like mid-summer like of next year, which I don't know, we'll see, like whatever more gameplay trailer comes out at the end of this year or like closer to the end of this year, I think we'll start to see. I just hope that it's just not like a different skin of No Man's Sky, which a lot of people really like that game, and I think there's like a lot of like momentum right now building in like a survival crafting aspect. But if there is not these mixed storylines of where you can do something like that, like what is the story value?
Right.
Really? Like I feel like there's just like, I don't know, it can't be that cool of a story to be in space, like searching around and scanning random stuff.
I think we did get a gist of what it's going to be. I mean, just like a lot of other sci-fi space traveling games and just tropes in general, you're looking for some ancient alien technology to solve some of your problems or something, or
Yeah.
to keep it out of enemy hands, maybe. I don't know, but you're in search of ancient alien technology. It was
Yeah.
in Halo 2 as
Yeah.
well, right?
It's
It
just
was
like space. You're in search of something in space. Yeah. We got it.
yeah,
Hopefully
yeah.
there's some good side quests.
I'm here for it. I mean, I'm cool with that. It's as
Yeah.
long as they do it right, you know, as long as they understand it's a trope and they work hard to make something different, something
Yeah.
different to it. So
I played every Halo
uh,
game. Like I'll play this one. Like
yeah,
I'll play every space game. Like don't worry. Like
I'm a big space fan, as you can tell behind me back here.
yeah.
I like space stuff.
Space is cool.
Yeah, and hella planets. There's gonna be a lot of planets. Like 1,000 planets. I think they said 100 different systems, 1,000-ish different planets. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Definitely No Man's Sky-y, but I hope it's not too procedurally generated. Like I hope it's not too obvious. Like, oh, I went to another one of those planets. There's gonna be one of these over in this direction
Yeah.
because I've seen it a million times already. I don't want to run into that. I want it to be fresh and new every time.
Let's not shoot it before it comes out. I mean, think about all the cool concept art they did for a year.
I'm breathing. So before we wrap this up, Tooth, I think I know we didn't mention everything. But
No
I
way
did
that
want
we
to.
could.
So we went over some surprises. We went over some big announcements, and I wanted to bring another kind of segment to your guys' attention. There's games coming like that are on Steam that have been out that are coming to Game Pass. Like it was announced, Gunfire Reborn is coming to Game Pass. So it's already out, but it's coming to Game Pass. That's pretty hype. Naraka Blade Point as well. They made a pretty big deal out of that in the showcase, and that's pretty hype. I've never played it. I don't think I ever will, but now that it's coming to Game Pass and it's more easily accessible, I might actually try this game. It sounds kind of dope.
Game Pass is incredible.
Yeah, good on you, Game Pass. Xbox, more and more value on top of value on. What the heck?
And PlayStation's is cool too. Like there's some news pumped out about PlayStation's thing. So like, don't get me wrong. Like I'm a Game Pass like person because I'm an Xbox person, but PlayStation is starting to move forward in a progressive, really cool way. And that's cool.
Big way. Yeah. I'm glad you mentioned that. I totally would have gone the whole episode without mentioning this, but my fiance Zubat5 has upgraded her subscription, her PS Plus subscription, to the PS Plus Premium Extra RXSL.
Yeah,
the new version, the top of the line Primo version, and we went through all the games on there together. There's a good amount of games.
Yeah,
there's some big ones that it's missing in my opinion. Like they put in Resistance 3, but they didn't do Resistance 1 or 2. That's kind of weird, but there's probably some weird reasons for that. I don't know, but there's a lot of good games in that. And so yeah, PlayStation Game Pass is a good option too, especially if you have a lot of nostalgia for those old PlayStation games. I found a lot of those on there. I was surprised I even remembered, I knew about. Like Dynasty Warriors games and stuff are on there. There's a lot. So
yeah, it seems really cool. Like I'm glad that they're getting to a point where they're starting to realize that it just can't be PlayStation exclusives anymore.
Yeah.
It's just they're going to run out of PlayStation exclusives.
Yeah, or I mean, you can tell already they're putting more and more onto PC as well, and sooner. And they've talked about how they want to do that more often or moving forward. So that's kind of cool to hear.
Yeah,
but
absolutely.
Moving forward with the show, I want to hear, because we haven't mentioned every game during this past week and a half, 2 weeks, and we can't. There's not enough time. But what we can do is ask the wonderful, the Dirty Tooth himself, and ask him what his top 4 favorite games of the Xbox Bethesda showcase were, or this is just in general, right?
Yeah, I think it's just in general. I think all of mine were from the Xbox Bethesda showcase.
I think mine were too.
And I won't not all of them are going to be like something where we'll watch all of the the trailers, but I'll just like play them in the background while I'm mentioning them. So this was one coming from Mojang Studios, Minecraft Legends, and I've heard mixed reviews like from people, but in my opinion, this game looks incredible. It looks so fun. And I cannot wait to play it. Like, I love the look of it. I love how exciting everything seems in it. Like, I don't know, like, it looks amazing.
Yeah.
So I can't wait to play that, but that's one of my favorites.
The Squidward nose people, I love it. Is that what they always look like?
The villagers,
or whatever? They all have Squidward noses?
Mm-hmm. For the most
part,
yeah.
I love it. I love it so much.
Another one that's coming out is called Ravenlock. And this game is like it seems like another cutesy, like it's sort of like cute game. But like this scene right here, like hooked me. Like the pulling through the mirror, like Alice in Wonderland style thing. And then like just like the worlds, like I love like this little like gameplay scenario, like all the little things in it. Like I feel like there's going to be a lot of cool stuff that happens in the game. Like it's sort of like Alice in Wonderland reminiscent. And I'm a big fan of that book and those movies, and so
me too.
I'm excited for it. It looks really amazing. I have not played. I'm trying to find it here. The next one is Overwatch 2. I'm a big Overwatch fan. Always been. I'm really excited about. I liked the beta testing that they've been doing. And the gameplay tests that they've been putting out. And there's just a lot of lore, and I like that they're adding in some new heroes to it. So Junker Queen, we already
Sans
got
mustache.
Sans mustache, unfortunately. But the Junker Queen, we knocked it. But the Junker Queen, like the little like story, like seems really cool, and I guess it's gonna be like centered around this, and that's real fun. I'm excited. The new gameplay parts of it, like the new game mode, seems really exciting and fun. So totally stoked for that. And then the last one, last but not least, is Hollow Knight Silksong.
Yeah.
I've not played Hollow Knight. Let me just like preface it with this, but I really want to. And the reason that I haven't played is because I haven't decided whether or not I want to stream it or play it offline, because it's hard. It's a hard game. And I think I want to like focus on it. And so not streaming it is one of those things that like I think it's going to have to be like that. But I feel like this is such a good progression of this game, and I love the gameplay, and everything looks really beautiful. I love the style of it.
Yeah.
So
it's gorgeous.
Excited about this one.
It's very highly anticipated by the Hollow Knight community. They've been waiting for it for a long time. They've been talking about how it's in development for a long time, and it looks like the wait was well worth it, because this game looks dope. It looks gorgeous.
It looks good. The battles look really good. The enemies look really good.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
I started Hollow Knight I don't know what, like a year and a half, almost probably 2 years ago or something. I just because I heard so many people talking about it. I wanted to try it out, and it is hard. In fact, quite hard. And I'm just not a huge Metroidvania person. I guess that's the type of game it is. Never been a giant fan of those styles of games, but I've always wanted to be. Like, I want to get into the old Metroid games and stuff. Just never really hooked me, but never say never, right?
Yeah. I think it's like I'm really excited about it. I didn't think that I would ever be into it either. But I think it's just like, I don't know. It's cool. Like, it's a cool game, and maybe I'll really suck at it.
Well, maybe one of your viewers will redeem to have Hollow Knight as one of your next games.
Oh God, they would, and I would suck so hard. I'd never be able to beat it. I'd be playing for like 40 hours trying to beat that game.
You just ban them. They suggest it, you ban them.
Automatic ban.
problem solved. You say, oh no. No.
No. I'm not gonna play that one. But those are 4 really solid games, and it took a little while to pick them out because, like we've mentioned, there's like at least 6,000 games coming out.
Just drowning in games.
The whole time. But they look really great. But what about you? What's your top 4? Why do we pick 4?
I think it's all we really. I think we stopped at 4 and just didn't go one more.
True.
4 is a good number, nice and even. It's a good number.
Yeah, I don't know. There should be way more top 4s.
And these are just for you viewers out there. This isn't in any particular order. These are our favorites, but it's just kind of they're all tied for number 1. We'll say.
Yeah.
But my number 1, well, my number doesn't matter. Redfall. We didn't get to talk about Redfall yet at all.
We didn't.
And I want to hear you. I want to hear you talk about this a little bit before I get into it.
Okay.
I want to hear your opinion. Share your opinion with the class, dude. Everyone wants to hear it.
I'll admit right now that I am continually unimpressed by horde-based games. Continually. I thought Back 4 Blood, forgive me Titan, forgive me Back 4 Blood fans, forgive me everybody that plays horde games religiously. Back 4 Blood totally sucked. It was a sucky game. I'm so mad that I paid for it. It's a pile of garbage. I will say that I'm worried about a game like this being similar because it is just like that. What is redeeming of it is that it seems like that each of the characters' abilities are very clear from the trailer that they're different, and it is convincing about why you should be playing this character versus this character. It makes it's going to be very important for you to have somebody that's like, I am this character's main, and not just like, I do this randomly because I like this character's story, which is all the other horde games. And so I think that this might get a stamp of approval from me for a horde game.
Oh, cool. Okay. Well, that's better than I thought.
Yeah. And if it comes to Game Pass, then I don't feel as bad about getting it and being like, all right, this game sucks.
Yeah. Well, I'm of a similar opinion, actually. I mean, I like this game. I think it showed the characters, or I like this trailer rather. I think it showed the characters pretty well. I want to get to know these characters more. Like, not only are their abilities different and their play styles are different, but they're distinctly different personalities. And I think I just think, what is it? Obsidian? I forget. It's Obsidian, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right? Well, now you have me second guessing.
I know. I'm tripping now.
Yeah.
But either way, I just think, just with the trailer, I think they have that going for them with the characters. Besides that influencer guy character, he's just obnoxious. But hey, maybe that's the point. Arcane. Okay, thank you. Yeah, the Dishonored people. That's right.
Yeah. I will say the sniper character looks sick.
Yo, burn Bayonetta, let's go.
Yeah,
Bayonet, rather, not but yeah, it looks really cool. I like this game. I like the look of it. I like the fact that there's vampires and not zombies or just monsters or mutants. Yeah. They're vampires, and they're doing vampire things. They're biting necks. They're floating. They're throwing red spears. Why not? And it just looks dope. Look at that Super Saiyan vampire. That's sick.
It is cool. It is cool that it is like vampires and not zombies again.
Yeah.
My God, the amount of horde zombie games is unfathomable. I can't even believe that a studio funds them anymore, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
But this one's vampires. It's cool. The sniper guy has a mustache. That's pretty cool.
Respect.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Look at that reload animation. Sick. Sorry, I'm a few seconds behind. But anyway, that's one of my most anticipated games. One of my favorites from the showcases. Next one, High on Life. Shoot, I should have linked you to this one too. High on Life. This is
here somewhere.
a new game by Justin Roiland's Squanch Game Studios. They made Trover Save the Universe. They made a few games in the past, and then of course Justin Roiland is one of the co-creators of Rick and Morty, and he's got that same old Morty voice, voicing multiple characters with pretty much the same voice, and it just is hilarious. And the trailer, it kind of cracked me up. It's a similar immature kind of humor, but humor in a video game is very hard to nail. And I think the South Park dudes kind of nailed it. I think Squanch Games is nailing it. And they're kind of pioneering a new generation of humor in video games. And even crude humor. I don't care. Like, think about Conker's Bad Fur Day back in the day. That was pretty crude, especially for the time. And people loved it. It's a classic. I think this game has potential to be like instant classic with the different personalities of the different guns. Dude.
I love how the guns are talking to you. I love it. Like, the guns are talking to you. It's so funny. I'm a big fan of Rick and Morty, so like I feel like this game is like, you know, it's cool.
If it evokes that same kind of humor, it just makes me laugh in the same way, or even just gets me to think in the same way, I'm happy, you know. But not only that, it's beautiful, vibrant colors, kind of cartoony looking, and it just looks funny and cute and probably disgusting at times, I'm sure. But I'm stoked. The combat looks fun, the shooting looks fun, and I'm here for it.
The little character of the knife got me. Like, he pulls out the knife, and I'm like, I didn't expect it to like have a little.
What does
face
he say? I feel like he says like "time for stabby stab" or something like that.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, it's so funny.
I love it. Yeah, and I just wonder they showed us a ton in this trailer, a ton of different variants of weapons and stuff. I want to know what else there is that they haven't shown us, because those guys are really creative. Justin Roiland's a real creative creator. So
yeah, it's gonna be good.
So that's another one of my most anticipated, High on Life. And then the other two I have here are Wolong Fallen Dynasty and Starfield. Pretty vanilla, I know, but I'm very excited. Those are my 4 most anticipated games from the showcases.
And I think they were like for those 2 games, like, I don't think it's vanilla. Like, those 2 games like had really exciting updates, like really exciting releases rather. So I think that's cool.
Yeah. So overall, I really enjoyed all the showcases that I watched. I'm sure the other ones that I had no idea even existed were great too. And I'm glad that a lot of indie developers, a lot of indie games were represented over these couple weeks. It's a blessing, really. I love it.
I'm still like finding stuff, like scrolling through that article, like clicking on the games, and I urge you to click that link in chat. And we'll link it at the YouTube as well to Shack News. But like, go through and just scroll those games. God, they're so incredible.
If a name catches your eye, just click on it, check it out, and it'll probably take you to another Shack News article or to a Steam page or a YouTube trailer. But a lot of these games have demos. They're available to wishlist on Steam. Help out these indie devs and get interested, because there's some really cool, clever stuff that you could get in on and enjoy early, because you put in a little effort, went on a little search, you know?
Yeah, absolutely.
So Tooth, I have a little segment here at the end. I mean, we're approaching the 2-hour mark. We might as well just fill in this last 10 minutes.
Yeah, we might as well. Yeah.
So this segment here is a little in case you missed it segment. So maybe smaller games, that got less fanfare, that we wanted to kind of showcase here. We don't have to go through all of them, but I'll let you start off. You pick one. You don't have to go in order. Just
yeah. So I'm gonna go with There Is No Light, and I'm actually gonna play. I'm gonna chance playing the music in this game on the clip, because I think it's important for this one.
That's right.
So this one is There Is No Light, and it looks so good.
I think it looks sick. Like, just the animation in general.
Yeah, it just looks like so incredible. The animations are really good.
The music?
So the music is just, it hits, dude. And I'm gonna let it play because it just hits, dude. Then it cuts to the gameplay scene.
The gameplay looks good.
It's so good. Yeah, it's like a top-down, isometric, like, you know, something like a Hyperlight Drifter or Hades or something like this.
Yeah.
I
get major Hades vibes.
Yeah, major Hades vibes, but like the music, my goodness, if it's like actually like this, it's gonna be crazy. But in my opinion, like this game is huge. It's gonna be a lot of fun. I think it's an underrated release that I haven't really heard anything about, to be honest with you. But it's coming September demo, and it's coming September 2022. So it's this year.
This year soon. And there's a demo on Steam now. Wishlist it, download the demo, give it a shot. I think I'm going to keep this tab open because I want to be reminded to download that demo because I want to try it out.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
So, but super cool music.
Okay, well I'm going to pick the next one.
Yeah.
And I think I want to talk about this one, Birth.
Yeah, okay.
Because this game Birth, I'll just read the Steam page description for you. Birth is an adventure puzzle game about constructing a creature from spare bones and organs found around the city in order to quell your loneliness. Solve physics-based puzzles and discover secrets in lovingly hand-drawn museums, bakeries, bookstores, and more. So again, I'm going to repeat that. Constructing a creature from spare bones and organs found around the city in order to quell your loneliness. That has got to be the saddest thing I've ever read. That's sad. However, the animation, the art style of the game, it's a puzzle game, and it just looks it looks cute. I mean, for the morbid game that it is, the morbid overall structure of the game is kind of just like gross.
Yeah.
They present it in a very pretty, cute way. And they said it's all hand drawn and stuff. Just really cool. Really cool.
Yeah, the everything looks really, really great. Like it seems really hard to understand like what all you're gonna have to do because it seems so diverse of like a puzzle sort of thing. So it looks really exciting.
Yeah. So keep your eye out on that one. That one's called Birth. Yeah.
And it's coming autumn 2022, so it's also this year.
Nice.
Yeah. Game drought.
What's the next one? Yeah, game drought. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
You want to do one more on this list?
I'll do 2
more. We'll do one more each.
Yeah. I'm gonna do this one. And so this is an announcement for Among Us VR. And I don't I just now heard about this, but I guess this video came out June 9th. But Among Us VR, a new gameplay trailer. It seems like, to be honest with you, this seems like it would be totally terrifying.
Yeah,
like you're gonna turn around in VR and there's gonna be like a little stabby stab, dude, coming at you. But I think it'll make the tasks really cool.
Is this official? Is this by the devs of Among Us? Or is this like a fan-made mod kind of thing? Because I feel like it doesn't look super official, but also I'd buy it if it was.
It looks like it's from the Upload VR showcase.
Okay.
So I don't know if it's officially Among Us, but it looks
dope though.
It looks dope. And I'm gonna.
Well, if you're watching this after the fact on YouTube, if you want to correct us, drop a comment. Let us know if this is official or not. I don't really want to Google it right now live, so I'm just gonna not.
I saw it and I was like, all right, this is kind of cool.
And it looks dope either way. I'd play it.
I'll tease this one, which is Goat Simulator 3, which I think that you should look up.
Oh yeah, the second in the trilogy, huh?
The second in the trilogy. I think you should look it up. The trailer is hilarious. And as always, Goat Simulator is just pog of a game. So
it's just more Goat Simulator, but
those two in one. But
newer, better. Hey, you know what? Ask for forgiveness, not permission, and you are forgiven. Don't even ask. You're forgiven. It's all good. I'm gonna pick one more still though, and we're gonna talk. The Last Case of Benedict Fox. I did want to talk about this Angerfoot one, but look up Angerfoot. The Last Case of Benedict Fox. This was in the Xbox Bethesda Showcase. It's not some hidden gem or anything, but it looks pretty sweet. Very like Cthulhu like inspired. Or not Cthulhu, but like what do you call it? Like monsters and tentacles and
it's
there's a word for it. It's like a I'm trying to
I can't think of like the sort of the term
Lovecraftian.
Oh yeah,
thank you, Shark
yeah.
Shampoo.
Yes,
Lovecraftian. Thank you. It also says in the YouTube description, it says Burton-esque, like Tim Burton-esque, which I see that now that I read it. That's a good comparison.
Yeah.
But this game looks cool. It's very all the animations are super smooth for like a side-scrolling Metroidvania style game. So much good animation. The combat looks pretty good. A double jump. I mean, I'm happy. I'll try it. A little.
Yeah.
It looks like you got little shadow powers or something. I don't know. A gun. Like I want to know what's going on in this game.
It looks really great. Like I think it's a cool a cool style little game. Like I played Inside, which was like I feel like if you play a game like that, like it's going to be similar to something like this. But I'm excited about games that come out that I'm like, oh, like it has like it's not so like reliant on this just like insane ray tracing like graphics that like feed into your story and the cutscenes, but like the whole game, like you're like getting this sense of like something unfolding or ominous. I really like it.
Yeah, it's a cool one. So that's all of the showcase stuff that we wanted to talk about on this episode tonight. And really, that's everything that we wanted to talk about on this episode tonight, because this is a 2-hour long show now.
A long show.
And it's been really good. There's not a lot that I'm going to want to cut out of this show.
That's good.
Oh, and look at you go. You're showing Angerfoot anyway. You know what?
I didn't do it.
Oh, it just happened.
Yeah, it just happened. It auto played. Weirdest thing.
A foot came through your wall and clicked
But I mean, you gotta, but check this one out. Like we don't have to talk about it, but there were tentacles right there, and I know some of you.
Yeah, it looks very super hot, Ape Escape, Hotline Miami inspired kind of game, and it looks sick. Angerfoot, check it out. I don't know. Did it say there's a demo for that one or anything? I don't know, but check it out.
I didn't see a demo for it, but I'm sure there's going to be a demo for it soon if there's not already.
It just says to wishlist it on Steam now, so
yeah,
it doesn't look like there's a demo, but definitely wishlist it because that looks sick.
Yeah.
But Tooth, any final words, closing thoughts for the show tonight that you wanted to get off your chest?
I am just like so confused, and maybe it's just like a lot of people before these showcases. I feel like people do not give enough credit to the insane indie developers out there. And I'm like, I wish that there were more showcases like this, like spread through the year. So it's not just like so dumped where I'm just like, I can't even focus on all these games because there's like, there were over like 50 plus games on that list. I'm not going to be able to click through. I'm not like, I can't even like worry myself with that many games because of the backlog. And so I wish it was like sort of like more spread out that way. Like a lot of these games that are really cool, like The Last Case of Benedict Fox, or There's No Light, that those games get a little bit more hype build up around them.
It's really cool. I mean, I wish they got more, but also like this period of time, it's the E3 time that people are used to. And it might be the best chance of these smaller games getting eyes on them.
That's true.
Whether they're in an ocean of other indie and big games or not, I think being in that ocean, at least maybe somebody will skim, their eyes will catch, their name, and then maybe if they see it later, they're more likely to download it. But I agree, though. I wish there was more hype. I wish there was a way to build more hype for the indie games.
Yeah.
But they're just so all over the place that you can't market it to one group of people, because one group of people isn't going to like the game Birth, but they might love Angerfoot.
Yeah.
And so, because they're very vastly different games, but I don't know. It's interesting, but at least they get this time, and we saw a lot of them, and we can still go back and check out more. So again, we encourage you guys to go to that link down in the description to the Shack News article with all the list of all the games that we talked about. It doesn't include the Square Enix showcase though, so you'll want to look that one up on your own if you're interested in Final Fantasy stuff.
Nerd.
He said it, not me. Am I pointing the right way? Yeah. Anyway, no, I'm not. But anyway, that's it for the show tonight. Thank you all for being here. Everybody in chat, everybody on YouTube, thank you for watching. Like and subscribe. Follow on Twitch if you're here live.
Yeah.
And
50 followers. What's up?
50 followers. We made it. I mean, there. I don't think we're gonna go for affiliate though, right, Tooth?
No, we're not, because we're gonna eventually start streaming both streaming on YouTube and Twitch.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's a milestone, right? Like 50.
It is. I'm proud of us.
13 episodes in. We're just 100 episodes and 1,000 subscribers away from being famous.
Hell yeah.
Which should be soon.
And you can help us be famous by showing up to the show live every other Saturday, emailing into mustacheridepod@gmail.com with any corrections, things we got wrong, maybe compliments for Tooth's cool shirt, or maybe his nice haircut.
Sherman Cool's nice haircut.
What we could do better. Maybe even suggestions or submissions for Mustache Ride's Rock It or Knock It segment. Perhaps. Yeah. Who knows? But either way, very happy to have you here. Very happy that you liked and subscribed and followed and are here for the live show. We love you guys. Thank you for being here. And that'll do it. Shall we find somebody to raid out to, Tooth?
Oh, we will. If you're in the car on a road trip, are you a song switcher? 30 seconds in, and you're like, oh, I don't want to listen to this song anymore.
Oh, no.
Okay.
No. That's a big
we're about to end this podcast. I was like, if you're a 30-second in song switcher.
Yeah, no, I have respect. Okay.
I'm a decent human.
Well, with the music that I like heavy metal and stuff. And so if I choose to show somebody a song, I'm not going to wuss out at, halfway through.
Yeah.
I'm not, okay, it gets really heavy. So I'm going to change it because I don't know what you're going to say. Now,
yeah.
If I choose to show you a song or something, you're going to hear the whole damn thing and you're going to hate it. You're going to hate it. And I'm going to revel in it. Yeah. Yeah. No, I'm not that all over the place.
Okay. I just had to make sure. I had to make sure. Yeah,
those are demon people. True.